Manson family member who spent years in prison for trying to assassinate then-President Gerald R. Ford. Now, Squeaky Fromme is out of prison, trying to live an inconspicuous life. An Inside Edition caught up with her, and she wasn't too happy to see our cameras.
What have you been doing since you got out of prison?
The woman trying to hide her face from our camera once tried to assassinate the President of the United States.
Do you have any regrets for what you've done?
Take a look at the first video taken of Lynette Squeaky Fromme in nearly 20 years. Here's what she looked like the day she tried to shoot President Gerald Ford in 1975 in Sacramento. The nickname Squeaky was given to her by her bloodthirsty mentor, Charles Manson.
Have you spoken with Charles Manson?
We found the now 61-year-old Squeaky Fromme here in, of all places, a Walmart parking lot in upstate New York. She's out on parole, and her biker boyfriend wasn't happy to see us.
You can't hit me.
So where does a woman who once tried to kill a president and who was a disciple of Charles Manson live? She lives in this very unique house in a suburb of Utica, surrounded by farms. The house looks like an old metal Quonset hut from the World War II era. It's located off this remote road across from an overgrown field. And look at this. The SUV in the driveway has a bumper sticker reading, "Born Again Pagan." Squeaky Fromme has been living here since she was paroled last year after serving 34 years of a life sentence.
Can you understand how some neighbors might be a little concerned that she's around?
I can definitely understand why any neighbor would be concerned that someone like Squeaky would be living in their neighborhood.
Time magazine called her the girl who almost killed Ford. 35 years ago this month, she tried to join Lee Harvey Oswald and John Wilkes Booth on the notorious list of presidential assassins when she pointed a loaded gun at President Ford from just inches away and pulled the trigger. Fortunately, it failed to go off.
When I heard Fromme was released on parole, I was shocked.
Ted Heller was an assistant prosecutor at Fromme's trial, where she blindfolded herself in protest and had to be carried into court. Her ex-prosecutor believes Fromme is still dangerous, and letting her out of prison was a big mistake.
Whoever made that decision is the equivalent of a village idiot.
In fact, she has never expressed any remorse for trying to kill Ford, including this 1992 interview with Inside Edition.
I look at myself and I say, well, am I sick? Am I perverted? No, there's things I love.
We obtained her parole papers. She signed them Lynette Fromme. She's required to allow federal officers, including the Secret Service, to search her at any time, and her access to a computer is restricted. And you'll never believe who she's living with now. Her boyfriend threatening our cameraman is an ex-con. Robert Waldner pleaded guilty to manslaughter after killing his brother-in-law. He was released from prison in 1992.
They both did serve their time, and if they choose to live quietly together, happily ever after, then hopefully it'll be very peaceful.
Even though Squeaky Fromme is one of the most well-known members of the Manson family, she did not take part in the infamous Tate LaBianca murders that shocked the world.